talk about a little bit more advanced filtering. So we're going to talk about marketplace filtering, and we're also going to discuss just the charts filtering a little bit here as well. In order to get the marketplace filtering working properly, you're going to have to download your ads accordingly. So, for example, if we wanted to see like our .com, then we click on that, you're going to see the numbers here change and so on. But if we pay close attention to the ad section right here, and you see it's currently at 258.67, and I change this over to .co.uk, this is going to drop accordingly as well. So how do you get the proper files uploaded for that? Because it doesn't happen automatically. So for that, I'm going to jump over here really quick to take a quick peek at our Facebook ads panel. And looking at this, I'm currently doing a multi-day download, so from the 1st to the 10th, okay? And so you can see that up there. So I have to break this down twice. The first breakdown is going to be by time, by day. And the reason for that is if I don't do that, it's just going to give me a cumulative report or a summarized report for all 10 days as opposed to breaking them down one day at a time. We do need to have them broken down one day at a time. The second thing I need to do is I hover over delivery and say by country. This is what's going to allow us to see each one of those items. So that way when we go over here and do our reports breakdown, and always make sure you're on the ads tab, don't forget about that, and also make sure that your columns are set to the AHS default or whatever you call the default for our system based on the other video that we had you set up earlier in the course. So then you're going to go to reports, export that table data, and then when you upload that, it's going to be uploading it per day, per country. And that way, when we come back over here and we choose one of these countries, we'll be able to grab, see that data broken down accordingly. Keep in mind, if you want to see older data, you will have to upload older reports in order to grab that new country value in order for this section to work. All right, the second piece is the main information chart. You can also kind of configure this how you want to see it. And how you do that now is by clicking any one of these items. They are basically toggles. So for example, if I have, like, you can see this link line here, the long black line here. If I go up here and click on this, you'll see that disappeared. If I click it again, it comes back. So anytime, oh, that's one more thing I want to show you really quick. You'll notice these are lines and sometimes you'll see blocks. That's just basically to denote things such as the ebooks are going up with the large blocks, KENP with the blue and the large blocks. Everything else is basically a line shape. So we're just showing you that they're lines versus blocks, just so it's a little easier to see what you're looking at here. But if I turn this off on links, what you'll see is it changes into a white block with a black background. This way, if you're looking on here and saying, hey, where are my links? They've disappeared. Look up here and make sure that this is not set off. So that way you turn that back on, you should see it reappear again. And the same thing goes with all of these. And you can literally go through and turn them all off all the way across the board. And what you'll see is everything is gone except for the ads shader, right? And so now we're back down to 0. So some people ask, what is the ad shader mean? All that really is a way to see an overall picture of what ad spend has happened here. So if I flip this to here, that to there, and that to there, first off, let me turn off Facebook ads and you'll see like Amazon ads has shown up. Or you can see BookBub ads. If you do this, then it shows you the entire shaded area, because sometimes you might have like Facebook ads only be halfway through here and Amazon ads bouncing up and down and all that kind of stuff. So it gives you the total amount of all of them together. That's the whole point of that. In this case, Facebook ads happens to be the highest point, so it's going to show you that. What you can't see is there is a little bit of a distance between there because there is AMS spend. It's just so marginal. But if you would imagine that AMS spend was, half this amount, then that shader amount would actually be up here and you'd see the blue line inside of it. So again, these are toggles. They can be put on or off and so on, and they are toggled by what's called toggle by browser, meaning that these are cookied. So they are only going to impact the current browser that you're working on. So if you happen to turn off links, for example, and then you jump over to a single book or any books on the system, you're going to see that links is always off for this browser. But if you go to another browser or to your phone or mobile device, whatever, then this is going to be back on again unless you have turned it off on the browser previously. So it is per device, per computer, per browser type thing. Each one of them can be set up however you want. Just keep that in mind, so you're not thinking, how come I have to do this every time I go to my different computer or whatever. It's because this is only going to be for this particular browser that I'm on. Also keep in mind to pay close attention to these things, because if you look down here and you're going, hey, what happened to all my KEMP? Always take a quick peek up here and make sure we don't have any of these empty blocks, because if you do, that's where your KEMP went. And that's how you handle all of the breakdowns for the marketplace and also for the earnings per type of sales on the main information chart.